Hey everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Lola, and on today's video I'm gonna be showing you how I achieved that deliciousness that your eyes are feasting on. Yes, that's a pan-fried potato with sausage and shrimps. Oh my gosh, this was so delicious. So yeah, let's go. So these are my ingredients. Of course, you need potatoes, you need some shrimp, some sausage, these are like red serrano peppers, also called sombo, and then a trio of carrots, corn and peas. And then you need some onions, some garlic. You can see that I've chopped the onions a little bit big because I want them to really stand out. And then on this plate I have salt, ground pepper, curry, thyme, chicken seasoning and bouillon cubes. So let's go ahead and start preparing. Yes, so here I'm just chopping my potatoes into chunks. Like I said, it's a pan fried potato, and you know, I just want them to be in chunks so that they have enough surface area to fry up a bit and char a bit. You'll see what I mean by fry up. We're not really frying them like chips, but you'll see what I mean. So the trick here, or not trick, the idea here is to pick a size and stick with it. So if you're cutting them, you know, in 1-inch pieces like I did, stick with that. Although not every single piece will be exactly the same, but try to, you know, be around the same size. Even when you have awkward looking potatoes like that one, just find a way around it, because when you go to boil these potatoes, you want everything to cook at the same time. If some of them are bigger than the others, that may be a problem. You would have some mushy potatoes and some uncooked potatoes, which you do not want. So yeah, that is the reason for that. Pick a size and stick with it. And might I just say that these are still raw. I hope that's obvious, but I'll just put that here. Yeah, these are raw. I haven't boiled them yet. I am just chopping them up before I boil them. Some people actually boil them before chopping them up, but I prefer to do it this way. So at this point, if you're watching my video and you haven't subscribed, why? Come on, hit that subscribe button. Let's make this family bigger. So that is my potato all cleaned and rinsed and in my pot with cold water, and I'm just salting it to taste, and I'm going to allow that boil for like 5 minutes. This boil really quick because they're all cut up small, so they cook really fast. Now you don't want your potatoes to be overcooked, you just want it to be just cooked to the point where your knife just goes in without much pressure. See how that goes in? Yes, so that's what you want. So I'm gonna go ahead and drain the potatoes and put them in a colander to dry, and I'll be showing you again what I mean by just cooked. Although that particular one was a little soft, but when they cool, they're going to harden up. If you go ahead and stir fry as hot as they are like that, they may break up on you. So that's why you need to allow them cool. So in my wok here, I'm adding some vegetable oil, and I'm just going to let that come up a little bit, and then add my onions and my garlic. So I'm gonna just stir the onion and garlic a little bit. I'm not trying to soften it, I'm not trying to sweat it, I'm not trying to get it to be translucent as if I'm making a sauce. No, I just want the garlic to release its fragrance, and just, you know, just to get going a little bit before I add everything else. I want my veggies to still, you know, be bright and a little crunchy, not fully cooked and soggy. So that's why I'm not cooking down the onions all the way like you would when you're making a sauce or a stew or something like that. So you can see that my onions are still fairly raw, but they will still cook up with everything else. So every other ingredient is going in. My shrimps, my sausage, and my peppers and my veggies. So everything is going to go in, and I'm going to just stir fry. Now when you're stir frying, you're doing that on really high heat, and you keep moving the ingredients. That's the whole point of stir frying. So you're stirring it and it's frying on really high heat, so that helps you achieve, you know, cooked but not soggy veggies. So here I'm just putting half of all of my ingredients that I showed you earlier, or maybe like a pinch of everything. I want to make sure that every level of my cooking is flavored, so that you know everything has flavor essentially. So I'm just using 1 stock cube. I know I showed you 2, but always go with your taste. I don't want seasoning to overpower the natural flavors of all the ingredients. I want everything to have their own freshness and flavor, and all those flavors to shine through. So yeah, we're just stir frying. You can see the pan is really hot. I'm sure you can hear all that sizzle, and that's what you want to hear. So sometimes when I make this meal, I do my potatoes first, take them out, then I do my veggies. But today, for some reason, I did my veggies and my proteins first. So yeah, you can do it whichever way, but I'm just doing it this way today. And at this point, I'll just also mention that you can use whatever protein you prefer. You can use chicken, beef, sardines, corned beef, whatever. But obviously they would have a different taste and a different look. But this is what I usually like to use, because I always have sausage and shrimp in my freezer. So yeah, that's why. And again, you can also use any kind of peppers you prefer, like bell peppers, green bell, red bell, yellow bell, whatever. So yeah, I've packed out all of those veggies and proteins, and I'm putting in my potatoes now. My potatoes are all cooled, and I've put them in hot pan with a little oil. The oil is what was left from the veggies. I didn't add any more because you don't want this to be too oily. So yeah, I'm just going to put the potatoes, spread them out, and allow them be, because you want them to develop some color on them. You want them to have a little, char, you want them to have that fried look, even though you're not deep frying. You will see what I mean. I'll show you what I mean. So yeah, you just leave that for a while. Yeah, this just take a while, maybe like 5 minutes. But make sure that it's not burning. If the heat is too high and it feels like it's burning, cooking is, you're feeling things, you're smelling things, you're listening to things. All your senses are basically working when you're in the kitchen, and that's the exciting part of cooking. So you see how that one has browned up a bit and charred. You kind of want that to be, the situation for all the potatoes. So just keep going, just keep flipping them, moving them around, let them sit for a bit. And so I allowed my potatoes to go for a bit before adding the seasoning, because sometimes seasoning may burn if the heat is too high, and because we're stir frying, they would have burned if I put them from the very beginning. So that's why I let my potatoes go for a bit before adding my seasoning. So yeah, now the seasoning and the potatoes just marry together and heat up. And so we're going to go ahead and add all that deliciousness. Ooh, my goodness, you guys, you have to give this dish a try. We are 2 minutes away from serving this meal. Can you see how lovely that looks? My lighting here is really bad. It's not doing justice to what this meal looks like, but you'll see what it looks like in bright lights later. So yeah, if you haven't liked this video, come on, I know you love this video, so just give me that like, okay? Tell your friends, tell your family about my channel, share this video with your loved ones. I'm sure you want them to, experience the goodness that you're experiencing. And might I also just say that potatoes are so underused. Oh my god, if it's not fried chips, it's boiled potatoes, or at most potato porridge, or the people that go the extra mile of doing mashed potatoes. But there's so much that we can do with potatoes, and this is one of them. So yeah, I hope you give this recipe a try. It's really delicious. It's really easy. Once you have all your ingredients prepped, see how it goes by really fast. So yeah, that is our dish, just cooling off. Not cooling off, I mean, I'm just letting everything marry together on the heat for a bit, and then we're gonna go into serving. Ooh, I'll just let you feast your eyes on this deliciousness. That looks so gorgeous. Yes, so delicious. You guys need to really try this. You really need to try this. I have that dipping sauce on the side. I usually make, see, I cook this meal a lot, at least once every week or once every 2 weeks, because my husband really likes it. So go out there, get these ingredients, try it. Tomorrow is Saturday. I hope you make this, and I hope you try it, and I hope you give me a like, and I hope you subscribe if you haven't. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.